Greetings, Barrie Wrestling. My name is Brian Sinclair. I am the last true professional, and I am your new executive consultant. Recently, I've been trying to make inroads with Barrie Wrestling, working a variety of matches against a variety of opponents. Results thus far have been dissatisfying. However, rather than view this as a failure on my part, I choose to see it as an opportunity for self-improvement. You see, a true professional knows how to observe, to study, to learn. And when you look at the best that Barrie has to offer, Mark Wheeler, Kyle Boone, Jesse V, the list goes on, one thing becomes abundantly clear. In order to seize a piece of the spotlight, sometimes you have to be willing to do something drastic. And the interesting thing is, I'm not the only one that's come to that conclusion as of late, but that's a story for another time. See you soon, Barrie.
Welcome everyone to Summer Brawl 2. I am Mike Jeffries. Alongside me, as always, is Diamond Jim Lowe. We have a packed show for you. We have 3 title matches, and we are starting this off with the Van Landon Open Challenge.
This contest is scheduled for 1 fall with no time limit, and it is your open challenge for your Barrie Wrestling 3 Pistols Championship. Introducing first, he is your reigning Barrie Wrestling 3 Pistol Champion, the Barn Burner,
Last month, Van Landon defeated Von Vertigo to become the new Barrie Wrestling 3 Pistols champion. And tonight, his first televised defense.
And now, let us find out who has answered the open challenge.
Oh, are you kidding me, Mike Jeffries?
He is weighing in at 225 pounds, hailing from Melbourne, Australia, the Clydesdale, Clyde Cain.
2 of our Australians had to head back home last month. Kaz Jordan and Julian Ward heading back to Australia. But the last member of ATO, or the substitute member of ATO that we saw, the Clydesdale Clyde Cain, he is still here. And he is looking to make a name for himself here in Barrie Wrestling. And what a chance. He could win the 3 Pistols Championship tonight.
Do not let that man hear you calling him a substitute for anything. He is the real deal, one of the biggest, strongest, and toughest competitors in Barrie Wrestling, and Van Landon's title reign could be stopped in its infancy with that man in the ring against him.
Now, Van Landon did successfully defend the title over Canada Day weekend at Canada Day Clash, but for his first televised defense, his first defense here on IWTV, he wanted an open challenge. He had no idea who was going to answer it. How do you prepare for somebody like Clyde Cain if you do know ahead of time?
Absolutely. This man is the total package. Physically, I think Jesse V is the only guy stronger than this man. But do not let looks deceive you. This is also a smart, technical wrestler who can go toe-to-toe and hold-to-hold with the best. And Van Landon, his life may have just flashed in front of him when he heard the Clydesdales music start.
Well, Van Landon not short on toughness. We know that full well. Surviving an absolute war with Von Vertigo last month, including getting jumped by Rajan Husher before the match even started. And Diamond Jim, we have an incredible show coming up here, Summer Brawl 2. As you mentioned, Barrie Wrestling champion Clutch Jesse V, the biggest and strongest and baddest of them all, defending against Bryce Hanson, a young gun coming up through the Ontario Indies. And we have a tag title defense. The Royal family will be defending against Empire, Matt Grant and JT Kirk. But we are starting off with this 3 Pistols Championship matchup. And a clash of styles here, Jim. But 2 guys that are both, Van Landon feels experienced around here, but he's only been wrestling for a couple of years. 2 young guns, which is, I think, going to be a bit of a theme of the show today.
Absolutely, it is a new era of Barrie Wrestling. As we head to our incredible 10th anniversary in November, you're seeing so many exhilarating young stars like these two men in the ring. And boy, what a way to kick off Summer Brawl.
You see the power of Clyde Cain, but Van Landon smartly reversing into the corner. The two men now battling for position. Clydesdale complaining that Van Landon was pulling specifically the mullet, not just his hair. You can't pull on a man's mullet.
No, it's gotta admit I'm kind of disappointed in Van Landon.
A big shoulder block by the Clydesdale, and then incredible athleticism, Jim. As you mentioned, very smart, very athletic, not just size. They're running boot from Van Landon, taking down Clyde Cain. And Van Landon manhandling the Clydesdale there, and then a vicious European uppercut to the back. That'll slow anybody down. Van Landon head of steam, diving European uppercut. Now Van Landon going for the airplane spin aviation, but Clyde Cain had it smartly scouted, slides out the back door and out to the outside. The Barrie Wrestling faithful letting Clyde Cain know exactly how they feel about him.
Well, I love our Barrie
Jim, sorry, Van Landon taking off and getting caught. And just split in half on the apron by Cain. Sorry, Jim, you were saying.
I love our Barrie Wrestling faithful, but if they don't think highly of this young man, they don't know what they're doing, because he is an absolute powerhouse and one of the future lights of this industry.
I think they're booing the attitude more than the talent, but Jim, you're right. They need to, understand that people like Clydesdale, Clyde Cain are the future of the industry. And into a cover. We almost had a new Three Pistols champion there. Van Landon slammed into the apron and then sent rear end over tea kettle into the corner stairs. And Cain, those clubbing forearms. I think his forearms are bigger than my thighs.
That's a pretty low bar to surpass.
Yeah, I know, but
I think young Kyle's forearms are bigger than your thighs.
And I did confirm his first name is not Young. It is actually just Kyle.
Gee, I wonder who told you that.
Kyle did.
Working with children.
Cain stomping down Van Landon in the corner. Back elbow. And then a discus lariat in the corner. Van Landon nowhere to go. And a European uppercut. Clyde Cain, 3 different strikes, all targeting the chin and jaw of Van Landon. But Van Landon shakes it off, reverses the Irish whip. That's how you do a European uppercut. And Van Landon, he might be hobbled, but he's still trying to rev it up. Looking for the European tour. Oh, Cain again had it scouted. This is the advantage to answering an open challenge. You can scout your opponent. They cannot scout you. Backbreaker and then a ripcord lariat. Van Landon slides out the back door to count it 2. Clyde Cain paying homage to his fellow Australian Julian Ward, who also, we've seen him use that ripcord lariat in his matches here in Barrie.
And I got to say, we were joking a bit about Van Landon pulling on that mullet, but all kudos to the champion for starting his title reign on the right foot. He is not afraid to face the biggest and baddest and best in indie wrestling. And if he survives this match, I think he's in for a legendary title reign.
Well, we've talked about the parallels between Van Landon and Von Vertigo, and the crowd reaction to Van Landon winning the Three Pistols title last month, I think can only be matched by, unfortunately, an unaired match where Von Vertigo won the Barrie Wrestling Championship 5 years ago. Von Vertigo had the Von Vertigo Invitational. Now Van Landon has this open challenge. Their personalities have certainly differed recently.
Look at this, Mike. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that push-up chokehold?
Yeah. I've never seen that.
Innovative illegal offense, but using the full 5 count in there. Van Landon with the knee and then a right hand. Now he's going for aviation.
That is a big man he's got up there.
And might be a bit too much for Van. Is Cain able to counter out with the elbow? And then Cain taking Van Landon for a trip of his own.
Wow.
An air raid crash landing, and Van Landon just kicking out. And if you look into those eyes, I don't know if anybody's home right now, Jim.
But we've seen Van Landon take on big guys before. Of course, he had those epic matches with Holden Albright. This is a man who has no quit in his DNA. A man who will take a beating and still somehow dig deep to get back in the match.
I had the pleasure of interviewing Van Landon earlier today for the Getting to Know YouTube, which should be out soon. And he talked about that feud with Holden Albright and what he took away from it. And that Holden, kind of like a big brother to a little brother, wanted to unlock this mean streak, this edge in Van Landon. And he's going to need that to win matches like this. Smart drop toe hold by Van Landon, diving European uppercut to the back. Cain now in trouble. Van Landon taking control. German suplex, folding up the Clydesdale. The champ's got the momentum right now. Running big boot. Clyde Cain on wobbly legs.
He's calling for it.
Van Landon, third time's the charm, maybe going for aviation. Clydesdale's got a lot of frequent flyer miles, but never quite like this. Into the Chef Valley driver.
Slow cover, though.
Van only able to get one arm across, and a man the size of Clyde Cain, his strength, you need a proper cover to keep him down.
Yeah, Landon absolutely nailed him. Take a look at this German. Oh, perfectly executed. But just that second he took to catch his breath was the difference between sending this match home and fighting on.
Well, he's going for the neutralizer there. That's the match the movie won the title with. And then Cain going for another air raid crash, but Van Landon counters out. Got him hooked. Neutralizer from Van Landon. The flat out. Van Landon retains.
Here is your winner, and still Barrie Wrestling 3-pistol champion, the Barn Burner, Landon!
The new era of the Three Pistols Championship has arrived, and its name is Van Landon.
Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 410 pounds, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, a man, and Abu KPK.
Something fans watching on IWTV may not know is we often have pre-show matches. This tag team debuted a few months ago in a pre-show match. They blew the roof off the place. Barrie Wrestling owner Sean Gibson immediately signed them to a contract because he saw the incredible potential of this tag team.
And this match is not necessarily a number one contenders matchup.
It might as well be, though, Mike.
That was the end of my sentence, Diamond Jim. You gotta take my glory.
Well, yeah.
But yes, whoever wins this matchup, you gotta believe, is next in line for a tag title shot.
And their opponents.
Now, I mean, the overwhelming favorites in this matchup are obviously Boris, Crobos, and Nathan Newton, because of their lineage.
At a total combined weight of 350 pounds, hailing from the Barrie Public Library, Boris Crobos and his identical cousin, Nathan Newton.
Now, Jim, I know you struggled with telling them apart before, but Nathan Newton is wearing that checkered vest, shirt, sweater, and Boris Crobos is in the black t-shirt with the McLovin logo on it.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, yes, Jim.
I'll take your word for it.
Nathan Newton just snapped his suspenders. Now, Newton made his Barrie Wrestling debut last month, victorious in a multi-man matchup, Boris Crobos was recovering from a broken collarbone and is now back making his in-ring return.
So Boris is the one in suspenders.
No, yes, Boris is the one in suspenders.
Who's the other guy in suspenders?
Nathan Newton's got the dark suspenders and like the checkerboard shirt.
Checkerboard shorts, Nathan.
No, shirt.
Gotcha.
Boris is the one that has no shirt and the suspenders.
What do you think a checkerboard is?
It's where you say king me.
Those are diamonds. Diamonds! Of all the shapes on this planet, you can't identify a diamond? Shut up.
I thought diamonds were rounder and hairless.
I told you to shut up.
Well, the Barrie Wrestling faithful showing the support for Crobos and Newton.
Unfortunately, Newton's starting off. I really wanted Crobos coming back from a catastrophic injury to start this match off, but
that is Crobos in the ring.
I don't think so.
Ahmed in the ring with Crobos. Crobos trying to make himself look bigger, but obviously giving up some size and strength to Ahmed.
You told me Nate had the checkerboard. Look, I even took notes. Checkerboard, suspenders, Nate.
Your notes just say buy more beer.
Well, don't look at my notes.
Crobos and Ahmed locking up in the ring. Nice fireman's carry takeover by Ahmed into an armbar. Now remember, Crobos, again, coming back from a broken collarbone. We'll see if KPK targets that. Great arm drag by Crobos. Ducks the clothesline from Ahmed, and another arm drag from Crobos. Boris charging into the corner and a monkey flip to Ahmed. Cousin Nathan Newton happy about it in the corner there. Drop kick from Crobos into a cover. Ahmed kicks out at a count of 1. Now Crobos tagging in his cousin Nathan Newton. Double Irish whip, double back elbow. And Jim, it's got to be tough for KPK because they got to get confused over who's in the ring at any given time.
Well, I don't know who's legal right now. Is that Boris making the pin?
No, it's Newton.
I thought Boris tagged out.
Boris did. That was Newton making the tag. Crobos, this will make it easier. Crobos's suspenders broke. Forgot the word suspenders, Jim.
Man, I thought I drank a lot.
Newton, the powerhouse in the ring. Working over Ahmed Abu, has been stuck on the outside this entire time. Ahmed, hard Irish whip into the corner.
Okay, how can Newton be the powerhouse?
Hang on, Diamond. Diamond Jim. It's coming. You ready for it? It is crow time! Stomping a crow hole in him.
You done?
No, not even a little bit. Ahmed able to kick out somehow. For all of Boris Crobos' weight crashing down on Ahmed's chest. The tag team there, Newton and Crobos, announced at 350 pounds, which makes me think Nate Newton must be, 270, 280?
What are you talking? They have identical builds.
That's a good point. Pump kick from Ahmed, flooring Boris Crobos. And Ahmed, slingshot suplex, dropping Crobos stomach first on the top rope and then pushing him to the outside. That'll knock the wind out of you. Now a boot to the outside, not letting Crobos take a breather, sending him right back in. Ahmed did tag in Abu. Barrie Wrestling faithful very much behind Boris Crobos.
Yeah, they can't wait for Boris to enter that ring. This place is going to go wild if Newton is able to make that tag.
I have no comment. Oh, Crobos getting out of the way. Ahmed Nabu malfunction at the junction. Crobos going for the pin. Crobos with a dodge, sending Abu to the outside. Trying to tag in his cousin. Ahmed's got a foothold. Enziguri from Crobos right on the ear. Oh, but Abu dragged Newton out. preventing Crobos from making the tag. High angle back suplex. Crobos is in a lot of trouble. Saving the match for him and his identical cousin. Ahmed tagging in Abu. See, Nate Newton's calling for Boris from the outside. He can tell them apart.
Not so sure about it.
Double Irish whip. Manhattan drop to Crobos. Oh, pump kick. Russian leg sweep. Crobos somehow able to kick out at 2. He badly needs to tag in Nathan Newton. Heavy right hand from Abu. European uppercut driving Crobos back into the corner. Abu tagging Ahmed back in. Jim, I'm seeing a bit of a meaner side or an edge here from KPK that we haven't seen in the past.
I only see aggression here. Two young men who understand how important this match is, and they're trying to score a victory over a very talented team of Nate Newton, who you see in the ring, and Boris Crobos.
Make a very good point. I wonder if on one hand they might have underestimated the cousins with Crobos coming back from injury. Perhaps some of the aggression we're seeing is born out of frustration. But either way, KPK fully in control of this matchup, and Abu using his partner as a weapon. Oh, and then a sling blade.
Nate Newton in a world of
That's Crobos. Crobos in the ring.
Boris Crobos in a world of trouble.
And he landed awkwardly on that left shoulder. He's got to be wary of that collarbone. It was broken in a matchup with Rajan Husher a couple of months ago. The Barrie Wrestling faithful fully behind Boris Crobos, willing him to his feet. Jawbreaker from Crobos, but Abu backs right into his corner. Ahmed able to tag in, and now Abu picks the ankle. Crobos fights out. Here comes Nathan Newton.
I got this. It's Crow time!
Right? I hate you so much. Newton's Law says, I'm whooping some butt. Nathan Newton and the straps are coming down. And the sweater's coming off. Newton caught Abu. Ripcord back elbow. DDT spiking Abu on top of his head. Ducks the clothesline from Ahmed. Black Thunderbomb from Nathan Newton.
This could be it.
Abu saving the matchup for KPK.
Man, Boris really bulked up when he was out with injury.
Yes, he did, Jim. Yes, he did. Abu sending Nate Newton reverses. Abu ducks the clothesline, springboard, high cross body. Abu out of the ring. Ahmed, I believe Ahmed is the legal man, working over Nathan Newton. When Newton entered the ring, he was hitting absolutely everything that moved. Ducks the clothesline from Ahmed. Boot to the midsection again from Nate Newton. Going for the pedigree. Got all of it. Middle of the ring. What is Matty Z? What are you doing? You already wrestled.
What's going on?
Matty Z's got a phone out. What is happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a disqualification.
And a low blow to Newton. What is this from KPK? And what does Matty Z have to do with all of this? Who's on the other end? Oh, Jim. We saw a video Barrie Wrestling posted on their socials. Could this be the executive Brian Sinclair in the ear of Matty Z?
I don't know.
A vicious kick from Abu. KPK and Matty Z standing tall in the ring.
You know, I was saying during the match that they were wrestling
Hold on here.
Tyler will get what's going on for us.
Hold on here, guys. Whoa. listen, KPK, Matty Z, like, I've shared the locker room with you guys the last few months. This is not like you at all. Matty Z, come here, please. What's on that phone? What did you show these guys that got them so riled up here? We want answers. We want explanations. This is unacceptable. You guys suck. Want answers? Yeah.
Ahmed pushing TCO. You cannot lay your hands on a ring announcer unless it's Diamond Jim. But KPK, Matty Z being silent about what's on the phone and who's directing these orders. Fans will be back with more of Summer Brawl 2, but this alliance has me concerned, Jim.
Contest is your Sober Sip sponsored Beach Blast match scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls?
Fall number 1, beer pong.
Non-alcoholic beer pong.
Fall number 2, chugging. And fall number 3, we're gonna have a fist fight.
Sorry, beer pong, chugging, and a fist fight? Low
Obviously.
family Christmas?
Only an even number of years.
So fans, this is our main event. It is the Sober Sips Beach Blast. And here comes Stratosphere.
Introducing first, is hailing from the slums of the 6, weighing in at 216 pounds, Stratosphere.
I refuse to believe he owned that shirt. He jumped somebody downtown and stole that shirt off of them.
That's how we got his entire wardrobe. And put his kids through school.
Stratosphere, one of the meanest, angriest people you will ever meet in a wrestling ring or outside of it, in a flowery Hawaiian shirt and what appears to be swim trunks.
This guy gets up and even his dog wants to bite him in the morning.
Coming out to a pretty sweet remix of Cruel Summer.
Stratosphere is so mean he just looks at a light and it turns itself off.
You have that impact on women, don't you? So the first fall is beer pong, non-alcoholic beer pong, sponsored by Sober Sips. The second fall is a chugging contest, and the third fall is a fight.
And his opponent,
Fist fight.
There he is! I had to stop and get his inflatable penguin.
Can you blame him?
and his opponent, weighing in at 203 pounds, is the Brantford Rattlesnake, Pretty Ricky Willdy.
That is an outfit and a half, Diamond Jim.
Would you expect anything less from the Brantford Rattlesnake?
Pretty Ricky wearing water wings as well.
Safety first, my friend.
Now, if the penguin drinks, does that count?
Of course.
Okay. I didn't know it was tag rules, Beach Blast.
Doesn't matter. It's a penguin. If a penguin wants to drink, you let the damn penguin drink.
Stratos looking very excited. It's the most positive emotion I've seen out of him ever. Stratos and Hall of Fame photographer Brian Weiss, I think, happy to just see somebody else they can look at eye to eye. One of our fans just called Stratosphere a dummy. That is not a good life choice. Oh, referee Young Kyle enforcing that it's one-on-one, making Ricky get rid of his tag partner.
Absolute corruption shown by the referee.
But the penguin's swimming, so he's happy.
He wants a beer. He'd be happier with beer.
Ricky showing less than great accuracy with the ping pong ball. I don't know how to do commentary on beer pong, Jim.
That's all right. You don't know how to do commentary on pro wrestling either.
Harsh but
Yeah,
fair.
here we are.
Ricky claims he has 2 points. I don't think he fully understands. Ricky, you're only supposed.
He's got 3 points now.
I don't think Ricky fully understands
4 points.
the rules of this game.
5 points. I told. See? 5, 5, 5.
Easy, Big E. Stratos dumping the non-alcoholic beer out. Ricky feeling the effects of the non-alcoholic beer. Ricky with the patented throwback.
I hope Ricky's not driving home.
Stratos trying to show off the Steph Curry. Ricky's fastball bounces out.
Smart woman.
Ricky, again, not fully grasping that you want to not be the one drinking all of your drinks.
What kind of stupid rule would that be?
Every rule for beer pong?
You're just playing it wrong, man.
Jim, the game you're playing is called Drink the Beer.
Yeah, beer pong. Same thing.
Ricky, who has now finished all of his sober sips.
No, he's got one to go to win this. Come on, Ricky, you can do it.
I think he's lost.
No, he's won.
Young Kyle, who is definitely not old enough to drink, very confused.
What?
Stratos takes the first fall.
Your winner, as a result of a disqualification of fall 1, Stratosphere.
Ricky drinking Stratos' drinks too. An argument in the ring over who should have won the first fall. A chugging contest up next. They've each got a full glass. So I believe young Kyle's going to count 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the second fall, a chugging contest.
So if Stratos wins this, it's over. Three, 2, 1, go. I think Ricky's. We really should. Oh, and a. Stratos learning the results of his own actions.
No. Come on, Kyle. Do the right thing here.
I think the point of chugging is to swallow it, not. Oh! Stratos getting the ref! Good thing it's non-alcoholic. Young Kyle, clearly his first experience with a solo cup. Young Kyle needs to work on it. Wait, who's disqualified here?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of ball 2 as a result of a disqualification, Pretty Ricky Willdy.
Stratos learning an important lesson. You can never sack tap the referee.
I'm just disappointed that the Huck Tua girl didn't come in.
Well, Stratos now, the fist fight. I gotta believe Stratos is the overwhelming favorite in the fist fight, Jim.
Do you think?
Especially because Pretty Ricky's drunk. What a knife edge chop from Ricky. And then sending Stratos into the front row guardrail. Ricky's got the giant inflatable ball.
Ricky. Oh.
Caught himself a bit with a backlash there.
Dude, chill.
Stratos now the owner of 2 big inflatable balls.
For the love of God, be a professional, Mike Jeffries.
The solo cup attack from Ricky. Let's see the replay. Look at the form. Sack tap.
Will you behave?
What would you call it? Oh, grinding the pineapple into Stratos.
That's my drink. What's he doing? Ricky, I used to love you, but...
That was 4 drinks ago, Jim.
6.
Oh, and Stratos into the ring post, then sliding like a surfboard across the wake, right into the guardrail. Ricky's got Pingu! Oh, the sliding Pingu attack! Stratos just got beaked.
You're so proud of yourself right now, aren't
All
you?
the time. Stratos headfirst into the apron.
How did I become the straight man in this broadcast? It's a damn non-alcoholic beer. That's the problem.
I'm on a sugar high from sober sips. The orange one was tasty. Oh, pool noodles to the hips. And then boxing the ears. And then to the crown of the head. Stratos getting beaten down with foam and penguins. He will, oh, it did the mouth. Noodle to the mouth.
He needs that mouth for talking.
And drinking. Oh no, Ricky's got a gun. Stratos begging for his life. Ricky's gun jammed. Stratos bludgeoning him with a pool noodle. Ricky, that's right, not supposed to fill it with pepper water. Ricky over the top.
Pepper water? You had a really disturbing childhood, didn't you?
Yes. Stratos reverses the Irish whip. It is a slip and slide out there. Ricky halfway over the apron. I think he might be hung up by his tassels. Oh, he's in a bad spot. Oh no. Oh no. Stratos spanking the taint.
All right, let's just end the broadcast now. We're not coming back from spanking the taint.
What else do you call that?
This is a family-friendly show, you moron.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Fitz. It's been a long day. This is amazing. TCO's box cracking Stratos in the face.
We've gone from taint to box.
Stratos. Oh no, Stratos has Pingu. Stratos put him down. Oh no.
I did not expect a Pingu heel turn in this match.
He had no choice. Pingu would never hurt Ricky. Oh, not the crystal dagger DDT, Tyler, your poor box.
He only had one payment left on that box. One payment left.
Where's he gonna live now? Somehow Ricky kicks out. Stratos, you put Pingu down. That is not your property.
Pingo is no match. Oh
No!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How dare you deflate him? Get your hands off that noodle.
Oh, suddenly we got back to Mike Jeffries' wedding night again.
Stratos bludgeoning Ricky with that pool noodle. Oh, watch out, camera people. Kravista on the hard cam. Stay out of the way.
And protect your taint.
Barrie owner Sean Gibson saving the merchandise. Yeah, never mind the two competitors, Sean. Save the shirts.
Couldn't save Tyler's house, though.
Oh, Tyler now homeless. Stratos choking the life out of Pretty Ricky. Fans, if I get fired after the show, it's been a pleasure calling these matches.
Nobody show Rogers this broadcast, okay?
Oh, Pretty Ricky seated, Stratos directing traffic. Big boot. Ricky is out cold. Stratos now talking to wife of Barrie Wrestling owner. That's Amanda Gibson and future Barrie Wrestling Women's Champion Ainsley. Stratos taunting, putting boots to Pretty Ricky. Ricky still has not recovered from those noodle shots. Stratos distracted by somebody in the crowd. Ricky trying to crawl to safety.
I think that was actually his mom he was chirping.
Stratos dragging Ricky around by the head. Ricky is halfway limp. They're coming over near us. Stay out of here. Oh! Opening the door to the production room. Not even Stratos wants to mess with Alan Taylor.
Smartest thing he's done.
Stratos now going back towards the locker room. Now coming. Now they're coming back out towards the stage. They're going to be right behind us. There goes Ricky, launched back out. Ricky, head draped off the edge of the stage. The crowd fully behind the Brantford Rattlesnake.
Actually, they're in front of him. There's
Stratos,
no one behind them.
He's got the unicorn. Don't use the horn, Stratos.
What other part is he going to use?
The bottom?
Why? He had Pengu for that.
I think Stratos is trying to make the unicorn watch. That's sick, son of a... Oh, no. Stratos, what is this?
No.
Going for a Uranagi.
Don't do it.
Chokeslam right onto the horn. And also the stage lights. Ricky with a series of elbows. Now, he's got Stratos up. Fireman's carry. What is this? Stratos fighting for his life with the elbows. And another elbow right to the jaw of Pretty Ricky. Oh, no. No!
Don't do it, Stratos.
No!
That man has a budgie.
That just turned out Ricky's lights and our lights. Stratos into a cover. That's got to be all. Pretty Ricky lives. The unicorn does not. Oh, watch out. Tyler just got hit with the unicorn corpse.
Just stay down, Tyler. Just stay down.
The man's already homeless. You don't need to take his dignity, too. Stratos dragging Ricky by the trunks.
Are you telling me Tyler had dignity to take?
Tyler showing us he's okay, holding the microphone in the air. Thankfully, it was a partially deflated unicorn, so TCO is okay. Oh no, Stratos, he's gonna try and drown Ricky, Jim. Ricky fighting for his life. Ricky can't swim. Look at the water shake, Jim. If the pool's a rockin', Ricky's a knockin'.
What?
Now Ricky's trying to drown Stratos. The master of the Crystal Lake Dagger is about to go deep into the Barrie Wrestling pool of doom. Oh, he's got his hair wet. Stratos fighting back with elbows.
Okay, someone's got to get him a towel.
Oh, Ricky! Ricky's hands are in there, but he's keeping his face out. Not the flamingo! Oh, the fish hook with the flamingo, which I guess is just a flamingo hook.
Obviously.
Ricky with an elbow to the lower upper abdomen.
Just north of the taint.
And then a shot to the gut from Ricky. And again with what appears to be a lizard. It's green. We've seen pretty Ricky matches where people got shot, and this is still the weirdest match he's been in.
Well, this week anyway.
Stratos in a bat. Oh no. Are we looking for a superplex?
Say that 10 times.
It's a superplex into a pool.
Obviously.
Ricky going for the superplex. Superplex. Stratos
You tried.
fighting for his life. And a vicious left hand. Ricky holding on. Again, Ricky cannot swim. Young Kyle, you better be ready to jump in and save him. I don't know if those water rings are going to hold him up. Stratos with the left hand into the pool. Ricky,
The man can't swim!
somebody save him. What is that? Jim, you know this theme.
I do!
This got you through your 40s.
Shut up, Jeffries.
When you hear that music, it means somebody's going to be running, probably in slow motion.
Just shut up, Jeffries.
It's Lifeguard Nova! Yasmin Bleeth, eat your heart out. Stratos trying to revive Ricky. Nova slow motion running her way to the ring. Stratos now performing CPR on Ricky. Nova may get to the ring before back to school 10.
But not before we have to declare Ricky clinically dead.
I would say check for brain activity, but... Oh, Ricky might just be waiting for the mouth-to-mouth. And there it is! Stratos got suckered in by the smoocher! And that's why they call him the rattlesnake! From tongue to teeth, that man is rattlesnake all over. Nova finally hitting the ring as Ricky punches Stratos in the face repeatedly. Jim, do you remember this episode of Baywatch?
Vaguely?
Ricky blinded by the thumb to the eye, knee to face, young Kyle. By the time he wakes up, he's going to be middle-aged Kyle. Ricky with a head of steam. That's the move that got Clay Wilson fired. Nova counting. 1, 2, 3. Pretty Ricky wins the beach blast.
Here is your winner, Pretty Ricky Willdy!
Tyler holding the unicorn victorious. Jim, it is only in a Beach Blast match where a lifeguard is a licensed official. But that's in the rule book, and Pretty Ricky is going home victorious. Any final words?
I tain't got nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, all of our fans, this has been Summer Brawl 2. This has been Beach Blast. Stratosphere is complaining that she's not a legal official, but in a Beach Blast, a licensed lifeguard wearing sunglasses is a legal official. And the flutterboard to the face into the pool. A loud ovation, Stratos down and out. The elite athlete Nova standing tall, and Stratos has a flamingo on his chest. And that doesn't sum up.
Well, fans, what can you even say about that matchup? Pretty Ricky Willdy, victorious in one of the most entertaining matches we have ever had at Barrie Wrestling, the inaugural Beach Blast, winning 2 falls to 1 over Stratosphere. Be sure to join us next Tuesday at 7 p.m. We have 2 title matches and a Hall of Fame induction. For Diamond Jim, the now homeless TCO, and everyone here at Barrie Wrestling, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.